Hi, my name is Phoebe Hopkinson, and today we're going to be diving into the 1967 film Bonnie and Clyde, directed by Arthur Penn. So, let's get into it. Now, it's clear that Bonnie and Clyde is an infamous Hollywood film. We still talk about it today. It wasn't your classic gangster drama, and it redefined that crime drama, blending together rebellion, romance, and also we do get that element of ruthless crime. So, let's break it down and discuss why people still talk about it today. So, the film follows Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow, who are, a little outlandish people, it follows them through a thrilling yet ultimate tragic crime spree of stealing cars, robbing banks, and running away. And we see all of it. And so we do get that element of crime drama. But we also get a point of view that shifts between intimate moments with Bonnie and Clyde and then also those bursts of violence and crime that you would expect out of a gangster crime drama film. So we do feel their passion as people, but we also are expecting their inevitable downfall. So let's talk about the director, Arthur Penn, and kind of how he brings the audience into the film. So one scene I really want to talk about, which I thought was really powerful, was the scene where they are robbing a bank. So they go in to rob the bank. Everyone has their hands up. It's your classic bank robbery. And we see them get into the car and run away, and they feel excited, built with adrenaline. They have that rush, they just robbed a bank. And I think viewers are able to also feel that same way because as the car is driving away, we get a really powerful use of mobile framing, and the camera actually is in front of the car driving as the car is driving. So, viewers almost feel like they're driving with them, that they just robbed a bank and they're running away. And it's instead of watching the car drive, we're moving with the car. And I feel like we're right there with them. And I think that this was also just a really masterful way of including the audience in that sense of adrenaline. And, we could almost relate to the way that they were feeling in a way, even though we didn't just rob a bank. But not only was camera work such as this really powerful within the film, there was also a lot of use of optical and visual effects that, we hadn't really seen in Hollywood at the time. I want to talk about one scene that was, to me, the most crazy and powerful scene was, that ending scene where we see Bonnie and Clyde actually being ambushed by gunfire, and we see under their clothes as the gun is shooting, new spots of blood are appearing with them with fast intercuts between Bonnie and Clyde being shot. And everything is just moving so fast. And so I think that the visual effects of the blood happening, simultaneously down their legs, also with a little bit of slow motion and optical effects, the smoke, the gunpowder, and the slow motion, along with that intercutting between Bonnie and Clyde, created a really powerful and effective way of their downfall. We see them be so high up, we see them do the most crazy crime, but at the end they were defeated. And I feel like the optical and visual effects used during that scene created maximum impact for their downfall, and they added to the illusion of overwhelming violence, even though at that time they didn't have a lot of scenes like that. So overall, I think that this film paved the way for later films and what we would expect out of them, by combining those blood spots and the rapid intercutting and the slow motion optical effects with the gunpowder. It was a really powerful moment in film. So yeah, I think that in the end, Bonnie and Clyde, it was more than just telling the story of the two people. It made history for what we expected out of film. It was bold. It was a mix of violence and innovation of, effects. And yeah, I really enjoyed watching it. So that's my take, and we'll see you next time.